Just ahead on CTV News.
The former chairman of the Prince George's Planning Board files a lawsuit months after stepping down from his job. I'm Katara Jones. I'll break down the lawsuit coming up on CTV News.
And Councilmember Wanika Fisher details a new plan for bringing data centers to the county. Plus,
coming up, Prince George's County students are showing big academic gains on the latest state test scores. What district leaders say is driving the improvement and the challenges that still remain.
These stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening. Welcome to the CTV News Show for July 29th. I'm Brandon Williams.
And I'm Alexis Davila. Thank you for joining us.
Topping our news tonight, Prince George's County gets hit with yet another lawsuit.
Yes, this time the suit is coming from the ousted former planning board chair, Daryl Barnes. CTV's Katara Jones is standing by to break down the shocking allegations.
Daryl Barnes, the former chairman of the Prince George's Planning Board, is suing the county executive, and the council chair. The defamation lawsuit, which was filed yesterday, claims that Barnes was forced to resign back in May. As we reported, Barnes resigned amid allegations over him abusing his chairmanship and misconduct. Now, this new complaint alleges that he was pressured to step down and threatened with a public removal hearing. The suit alleges that Aisha Braveboy and Crystal Oriana, who are defendants in this lawsuit, spread falsehoods about him. He is also accusing them of defamation, due process violations, and free speech rights, as well as wrongful forced resignation. Barnes was appointed to lead the planning board by Braveboy back in July of 2025 and had an annual salary of more than $271,000. He's suing for lost pay and more than $800,000 in damages and is requesting a jury trial. CTV News will continue to follow this suit as it develops, sending it back to you guys at the anchor desk.
Thank you, Katara. CTV News did reach out to Prince George's County for comment and have yet to hear back.
County Councilwoman Wanika Fisher explains her amendment to bring in data centers. She introduced a zoning ordinance amendment to allow data centers in certain agricultural and residential areas. Fisher tells CTV News her goal is to put in regulations and community standards for data centers. She says she understands the community's concerns about noise and pollution, but says when looking at other counties with data centers, she sees the best results when they are located away from dense populations. This comes after the 2-year moratorium that was recently approved in the county. And now we're moving to Montgomery County, where their council passes a longer moratorium on data centers. The council voted unanimously last night to pass an 18-month moratorium on any data center development. The original moratorium was only for 6 months. According to the planning board, there are already 4 data centers in the county. A new zoning bill was also passed last night to halt companies from building data centers until planners and the council approve where they can be built in the county.
And it was a terrible sight on U.S. Route 50 this morning. One person is now in the hospital following a multi-vehicle crash. First responders were called to the scene on the westbound lanes at Martin Luther King Highway. They rescued the driver trapped inside an overturned tractor trailer that caught fire. They are currently in critical condition. A second person was also evaluated at the scene, and hazmat crews were present to clean up an excessive oil spill. The cause of the crash is under investigation. The National Weather Service issued a tornado watch for 19 Maryland counties Tuesday night as severe storms rolled through our region. As a result, it left thousands of residents without power in the district. But here in Prince George's County, PEPCO's outage map showed multiple places with outages affecting hundreds of people. When a tornado watch is in effect, people are urged to review emergency plans and prepare to act if a tornado warning is issued. According to PEPCO, there are currently 46 active outages being addressed.
And turning now to education, Prince George's County School District is seeing some improvements on their Maryland Comprehensive Assessment Program scores.
That's right, and our Michaela Newton has more.
Some good news for Prince George's County Public Schools. New 2026 MCAP results show students are making steady academic gains, with the district leading the state in improvements in math and English language arts for 3rd through 8th grade.
They need staffing improvements. We're stabilizing our workforce, which is a huge contributor, I think, to all of this. And our kids are, they're making progress, and I think we should celebrate that.
In a press release, PGCPS Superintendent Dr. Sean Joseph said in part, quote, "Our students are growing, our educators are strengthening instruction, and our system is becoming more focused on what matters most, accelerating learning for every student while reducing variation across schools." Several schools stood out. Glenarden Woods and Heather Hills Elementary ranked among the top performers statewide, while foundations at Morningside Public Charter posted the county's largest gains. But the results also highlight work that still needs to be done. A recent report from the Baltimore Banner found racial achievement gaps persist, with Hispanic and Latino students continuing to score below their white, Asian, and Black peers in both English language arts and math. The biggest challenge remains elementary reading and high school English and algebra, where students continue to lag behind the state. With the 2026-2027 school year around the corner, officials say there will be more support.
There's going to be a lot more intensive supports, especially more, but they're more for the teachers to help support best practices and instruction and really improve teaching practices.
I'm Michaela Newton for CTV News.
The Maryland Transit Administration will soon see new leadership after their longtime administrator resigns. Holly Arnold announced that she was stepping away Tuesday after leading the agency for 5 years. Before that, she worked in multiple roles within the administration since 2012. Arnold's last day is September 1st, and today, Governor Westmore appointed his current deputy legislative officer, Tony Bridges, to be her successor. He served as member in the Maryland House of Delegates from 2019 to 2023. You're watching CTV News. I'm Alexis Davila.
And I'm Brandon Williams. Still to come, a former officer with the Prince George's Police Department is making headlines, but not for protecting or serving.
After the break, find out why this former employee was arrested and her history with similar crimes. We'll be right back.
For the curiosity that compels us to look closer, dig deeper, reach further. For the passion to explore, to see, to know. That drives us to nurture connections, deepen empathy, and expand horizons. For the joy of discovery right now, and all the endless potential of what comes next. This is what we strive for.
Awesome.
Since 1888, the National Geographic Society has championed generations of explorers to ask questions, share stories, and open minds.
Wow.
And today, our mission is more urgent, dynamic, and vital than ever. Because in our hearts, we believe protecting the vibrancy of our world isn't just possible, it's essential. And we believe there's always another wonder for us to go and find. Will you join us? National Geographic Society. Wonder awaits.
A former Prince George's County police officer was arrested yet again. Sierra Alston, along with D.C. native Ronaldo Gaines, faced charges in a year-long auto fraud investigation. According to the Arlington Police Department, Alston used law enforcement resources to assist Gaines in multiple vehicle thefts. Alston also faces 2 counts of misconduct from PGPD back in March, and she was previously arrested in 2024 for her involvement in the theft of 3 BMWs at Reagan National Airport.
And a U.S. District Court judge granted a temporary restraining order blocking the U.S. Department of Education from terminating mental health grants. The order comes just days before the department would have terminated an estimated $3 million for mental health services to public school students, programs at Bowie State University and the University of Maryland, Baltimore. In the aftermath of school shootings, members of Congress appropriated $1 billion to bring 14,000 mental health professionals to U.S. schools in low-income and rural communities. The order is set to expire on August 24th.
Bowie State University launches the state's first PhD program for nursing education. The 3-year degree program will start this upcoming fall. It's designed to address the nationwide shortage of nursing educators. The courses will combine online work and hands-on training with simulations. Experienced nurses will expand on direct patient care, learn leadership skills, and how to evaluate student performance during clinicals.
That are now arriving on our college campuses, they learn in a different way than we've ever seen before. So it's not enough just for us to stand in the classroom and lecture to them. We must integrate technology into how we teach them. So that means the nursing faculty have to be well versed in that type of technology as well.
The university is now accepting applications and encourages international students to also apply. And we are now less than a month away from students heading back to school, and parents are feeling the pain in their pockets. A new survey finds parents are buying fewer back-to-school supplies this year. U.S. News says nearly half of the parents in their survey say they plan to spend less on clothing, backpacks, notebooks, and electronics. 80% of them say the reason why is because gas and grocery prices are too high and are eating at their budgets. About 22% of parents say they are expecting their children to help pay for supplies by using their allowance or summer job paychecks.
And the old Six Flags America site in Bowie needs a new name, and the developers are asking the local community to help with that process. The 515-acre site is aimed to be a destination for entertainment, restaurants, retail, businesses, medical, and educational facilities. The 5 proposed names are the Ascend at Central Avenue, the Gathering, the Foundry at Central, the Axis at Central Avenue, and, last but not least, the Nexus at Central Avenue. Voting is now open at whatsnextatcentralave.com. And the smell of football is in the air, which means it's training camp time for the Washington Commanders. Year 3 in the Dan Quinn area is about to get underway, and a lot of fans are ready to see third-year starter Jaden Daniels get back in his rookie year form. Last season, Washington finished 5-12, but despite that, there's a lot of optimism among the fan base and what they're hoping this season will bring.
I'm not going to set the bar too high, but I will say I think we could go playoff bound. I think we could compete with a couple good teams this year.
I'm expecting them to lock in, bro. This our year. We got a new stadium coming. This our year, bro. We got to do something. It's been too long, bro. We've been waiting too long. We need a ring.
What we expect now, we need our defense to be way better than last year. And with the offense, protect Jaden Daniels at all times. Don't worry about too many scramble option plays, keep him protected, and focus on the run game as well. We're not too strong in the wide receiver game, but as long as we have support with Terry, we'll be good.
I'm looking for a good game, basically, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for nothing too crazy or too above. I mean, under, you know what I'm saying? Just for a good game, good show.
And the preseason for Washington will kick off on August 14th against the Miami Dolphins. And still to come on CTV News, have you noticed more mosquito bites after going for a walk or doing any outdoor activity?
I hate that. After the break, we find out how organizations are helping to fight off mosquitoes this summer. Stay with us.
Food. We all need it to survive. And yet, did you know we waste as much as 40% of all the food we produce? You might be thinking, hey, I don't waste food. I eat my leftovers. But did you know you might be part of the 75% of Americans who think they waste less than they actually do? Americans toss out more than $382 billion worth of food annually, costing an average family of 4 at least $1,500 each year. And your bank account isn't the only thing that's taking a hit. Did you know? Some of the biggest impacts of food waste occur before the food even hits your plate. Each year, millions of acres of wildlife habitat are plowed over, and billions of gallons of water are guzzled up to meet production demands for food that never gets eaten. Doesn't make much sense, does it? But did you know nearly half of all food waste occurs at the household level, which means there's a lot we can do to reduce all this waste, to help wildlife and your wallet. Eating leftovers is great, but things like freezing food that you can't eat right away, donating surplus food within your community, and better understanding food date labels can have an even bigger impact and spread the word that food should never be trash. Visit us at wwf.earth/foodwaste.
When you look to hope, there needs to be something tangible there. My connection to substance use disorder is that I have it, and I am now a person in long-term sustained recovery from it. When I don't have anything else, hope can't be intangible. That's not enough.
Let us use this life and this light and these words as a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever considered themselves a lost cause.
So when I tell people like poetry saved my life, hope can save your life, it's not a platitude. I knew that I had something that could help, and a good thing came from it.
You know the national parks, but you may not know that they're supported by a strong foundation. A foundation for the future. We are the National Park Foundation, and together with your support, we are building a bold future where national parks are vibrant, protected, and welcoming. Today, tomorrow, forever. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Welcome back. Breckenridge Pharmaceuticals, a New Jersey-based drug company, is recalling bottles of the prescription drug duloxetine, a generic version of Cymbalta. According to the Mayo Clinic, the medication is used to treat depression, anxiety, and fibromyalgia. The drug is being recalled after testing found high levels of a cancer-causing compound. The 30-milligram capsules recalled have an expiration date of April 2027, and the lot code is 241180C.
Question for you. Are you one of those people who automatically tosses out food if you notice the date on the label has passed? If so, you'll want to listen to this. According to experts, it's a waste and most food is still perfectly edible. With no federal regulations requiring standardized labels for dates on food except for baby formula, it's no surprise terms like best by, best before, enjoy by, and sell by can be mind-boggling. Most don't realize that these labels are more about how fresh something is, not how safe the food is to eat. Unopened cans like beans, fruits, and vegetables will last for years after the date stamped on its label.
The Maryland Department of Agriculture announces an expansion of mosquito control services due to concerns over the potential for mosquito-borne diseases. Ultra-low-volume truck-based spraying is planned for tomorrow evening in Bladensburg after 9 p.m. Another effort to reduce the biting mosquito population is being led by Silver Spring-based Be Safe Mosquito Control. Because only female mosquitoes bite humans, the company plans to release nearly 600,000 male mosquitoes that carry a bacteria that renders female mosquito eggs unable to hatch after mating.
This week's Pet of the Week is ready to knead his way right into your heart. Meet Joel, a 5-year-old white and buff domestic short hair who has been waiting for his forever home since June 10th.
Animal Services says Joel is a social cat who loves people and is always ready to say hello. He's easygoing, curious, and has just the right amount of playful energy to keep you smiling.
He's very sweet, just a chill boy that loves to just lounge around and relax. So if you're looking for a calm boy, Joel is your guy.
And if you are looking for a feline friend who's sure to be the cat's meow, Joel and all of his furry friends are ready to meet you.
I bet they're ready to meet me too. Call Animal Services at 301-780-7200. And remember, don't pause too long or Joel could find his forever home before you know it. All right, sports fans, Simon Bugs is here with our Wednesday sports page.
That's right, and if you are a fan of the burgundy and gold, listen up.
Stay tuned for your Wednesday sports page, everybody, as my Washington Commanders begin training camp earlier today. Hear what General Manager Adam Peters had to say about the team when we come back.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
I do not have guns at home.
I feel really safe and secure having a gun in the house.
Judge, my opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up
Laws
and
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop a
normalization.
bullet.
Our community must educate and push back against all that violence.
Every individual needs to be aware of what they can do to keep kids safe.
I completely disagree.
I'm not gonna listen to points that are completely ridiculous.
Point of inquiry. Do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries? Why are we fighting about this?
We have a serious problem in this country.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
All right, sports fans, I know y'all had to wait, but it's finally time for your Wednesday sports page. Now, as I reported yesterday, Bowie State is in the midst of hosting their 3rd annual Nike volleyball camp this week. Kids of all ages are honing their volleyball skills while also having fun and making friends. Now, this camp is beneficial not only for the attendees, but also for Bowie State as well. And camp director Edward Portier broke down how this camp helps out the school in the long run.
That's the main purpose, to grow the sport in this area, especially because, you know, being a state school like us, it's cheaper for us to recruit kids out of the local area than it is for us to go out and find players. So if we can get the level up to where we need it to be, then it'll make it much easier for us in terms of recruiting.
Meantime, the day is finally here, Commanders fans. The team has kicked off their training camp. Both the vets and rookies on the team held their first practice earlier today. Now, there are a lot of big changes for Washington as they continue to gear up for 2026, particularly at the coordinator spots, as the team has new ones on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. And General Manager Adam Peters spoke recently where he touched on the new look offense and defense.
And offensively, you know, we're going to be more multiple. We have, you know, a lot of different personnel groupings and a lot of different ways to attack you. I think, you know, it really it's more quarterback friendly, I think, in a way, and I think that'll really help Jaden. The defense is designed to, you always want to have the pen last, and so the defense, we have a lot of different ways to attack you and different things we can change up. So, we have answers, going into the play, and then, during, at the line of scrimmage as well.
Only time will tell if the Commanders are truly a different unit in 2026, and best believe I'll be watching every single game, y'all, to see how both sides of the ball are looking. And sticking with news from the Burgundy and Gold, the team has announced that offensive assistant Wes Welker will coach the tight ends group this season. This comes after the team fired their previous tight ends coach in Ben Steele earlier this week for getting arrested for driving while intoxicated and resisting and obstructing without force last month. Now the team hasn't officially named Welker as the tight ends coach, just that he will coach the group. Welker worked with the tight ends when Steele was suspended by the Commanders before ultimately being let go. And wrapping up sports with some WNBA news, the Washington Mystics won their first game back from the All-Star break yesterday. Washington took down the Connecticut Sun 92-84. The next opponent will be the Dallas Wings on Friday. And that wraps up your Wednesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports. See y'all tomorrow.
Thanks, Simon. Now let's take a look at that 3-day weather forecast. Tonight will be mostly clear, but we'll have some wind speeds up to 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be 85 degrees and cloudy. Friday, it's going to be nice and sunny to kick off the weekend, and we'll have a high of 88 and low of 70. Saturday will be 88 degrees and partly sunny, and we will have a small chance of rain, though, by Saturday night.
And for our community calendar, this Thursday, the Bowie Branch Library is hosting a free HIV and syphilis screening provided by the county's health department. Take charge of your health with a welcoming and supportive environment. No appointment necessary. This event will take place from noon to 3 p.m. For more information, contact 301-262-7000.
And if you have a story to tell, you can reach out to our CTV News tip line.
Please give us a call at 301-386-4085, or you can send us an email to ctvnews@pgctv.org. And as always, we look forward to hearing from you.
And that is a wrap for us here at CTV News. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great night.
I'm a firefighter.
A teacher.
I'm a farmer. I'm a barber.
A waitress.
A mom.
We're all part of your community. Every day we move in and out of each other's busy lives.
It's easy to take for granted all the little moments that make up our everyday.
Some are good,
others not so much.
But that's life. It's when you experience a moment of uncertainty, something or someone's behavior that doesn't seem quite right.
These are the moments to take a pause.
Because if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
It's not about paranoia
or being afraid.
It's about standing up and protecting our communities.
One detail at a time.
Because a lot of little details can become a pattern.
We
trust our instincts.
Just like you should.
Because only you know what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Hey, Isaiah, your prayer really inspired us. I hope you don't mind us using it.
voter.